The eagle only lands just to take off. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Corey P. Dunlap. I'm the world's #1 motivational speaker, and I'm a world-class speaker. Today, I'm on location here. I have a beautiful scenery and background, and I want to share with you some golden nuggets from one of I call my mentors, Mr. Napoleon Hill, who's the author of the book, Think and Grow Rich. And I hope you've gotten your copy of that book, Think and Grow Rich. But today, we want to talk to you about 17 principles of personal achievement. That's right, 17 principles of personal achievement. We all want to do better. We all can do better. The question is, when will you do better? I heard a guy say a long time ago, if not you, then who? If not now, then when? But guess what? Today is the first day of the rest of your life, and we're going to take these 17 golden nuggets from Mr. Napoleon Hill himself, and we're going to apply them to our daily lives, and we're going to expect results. We're going to expect change. We're going to expect something new. I do. How about you? So let's go ahead and dive right into it. The 17 principles of personal achievement, according to none other than himself, Mr. Napoleon Hill. The first principle is this: definiteness of purpose. Okay? Where do you see yourself beginning? Where do you see yourself starting? What is your purpose? Why are you here? There is a definiteness or an absoluteness or a precision cutness, if there's such a word, as to your existence. And you need to understand that. You need to have a definiteness of purpose. What is your purpose? What is your reason? What are you called to do? What are you good at? I don't know. I'm good at speaking. I'm good at talking to people. I'm good with numbers. I'm good with people. And as a result, I've learned to perfect my definiteness of purpose as relates to my gift of speaking. So number one, your definiteness of purpose. Number two, mastermind alliance principle. All right. He says right here that when two or more minds are working together in perfect harmony, success doesn't come without the cooperation of others. In other words, you need to cooperate with others. In other words, to work with somebody else to achieve a desired outcome. A lot of times we want to try and do things by ourselves, but you can't do it by yourself. Even this week here in Atlanta, they have the Ryder Cup Championship at East Lake Golf Course. Invariably, you'll have Tiger Woods there. You may have Dustin Johnson there. You may have Phil Mickelson there. But guess what? As everybody come together, that's right, everybody say together. That's right, together. That means more than just you. When they come together, they can achieve a successful outcome because they're on the same team. We're going to talk about team more in the next principles that's coming up. So he also talks about brainstorming. I call it storming your brain. When you brainstorm or storm your brain, you're able to extract all the qualities that's inside your brain. Everything you've learned, everything you've taught, everything you know, and everything you've received. When you storm your brain, guess what? You are in fact brainstorming. How great minds can come together for one cause. That's what he talked about. Great minds. Think about the movie called Core, one of my favorite movies. In fact, that's part of my name, Corey, but Core. A lot of great people got together and they came together on one accord to solve a problem that was a global problem. They wanted to restart the Earth's core. So as a result, they brought their mind, they brought their intellect, they brought their wisdom together. That's right, everybody say together. And guess what? They came together as one and they achieved a successful outcome. Number three, that's right, number three, applied faith. He says right here that faith is a state of mind through which your aims, your desires, your plans and purpose. I call it ADPP, your aims, your desires, your plans, and your purpose. When you learn to break those down, what are your aims? That's right. What do you want? What are you aiming at? If you're in archery today, if you're somewhere like when I was at Nova, we had a class called archery. We would have a bow and arrow. We would have a target. We will pull back and we will release and hit the bullseye. How about you? What are you aiming at? That's right. What are your desires in life? In your only God-given life, what are your desires? Do you desire to be rich? I know you don't desire to be poor. Do you desire to be strong? I know you ain't desiring to be weak. Do you desire to be healthy? I know you're not desiring to be unhealthy. But you know what? Whatever your desires are, according to Mr. Napoleon Hill, you can get them. All right? So what are your aims? What are you aiming at? What are your desires? What are your plans? A lot of people, I heard a long time ago, people don't plan to fail. They just fail to plan. Today, that's right, today develop a plan, list some objectives, set some goals, and guess what? You will achieve a desired outcome. And the last word is purpose. That's right, ADPP. Write that down, ADPP. Aims, desires, plans, and purpose. That's right. This is good. This is really, really good. Some key words, he talked about also in that definition of applied faith, he talked about translation. If you go to another country, if you hear a different language, you need a translator or a translation to understand what they're saying. If you're going to communicate in their language, you got to learn how to translate it. That's right, from your language to their language. And now you understand and they understand you. All right? And then he talked about equivalent. Equivalent lets me think of an equal sign. That's right. A equals B. C equals D. So if something's going to be equivalent, as we apply the applied faith here, that's right. Let's read it once again. It's a state of mind through which your aims, desires, plans, and purpose may be translated into physical or financial equivalent. Physical, make it come from an unseen realm to a seen realm. You know what faith is. According to the good book, faith is the substance of things hoped for. It is the evidence of things you don't see yet. So when you have a hope, guess what? When you desire something, you pull it from the unseen realm to the seen realm. How about that? You can do that through the applied law of faith, according to Mr. Napoleon Hill. And he says financial equivalent. You may say, you know what? You may have a dream board. And you say, on my dream board, I want to be at this level at this time next year. That's why you make New Year's resolutions, because you desire something better. Today, do you desire something better? I hope you do. Number 4, going the extra mile. A lot of times people want to just go to just enough, or maybe not enough. But when you go the extra mile, guess what? This is what I say about the extra mile. The extra mile allows you to experience the next level and the next race prematurely. That's huge. Guess what? When you go the extra mile, you're allowed to go into the next race. That means you're already ready. Maybe you're in school, maybe you're in college. When you go the extra mile and study more, guess what? Not just chapter 2, when you go the extra mile and study chapter 3, by the time the test comes for chapter 3, you're already there because you've gone the extra mile. In life, if you want more, if you want to go farther, you have got to be determined to not just have just enough, but get more than enough. This is what he says about an extra mile: performing a better service above your agreed payment amount. That's right. If you're a server or a waitress today, you want the big tips. My first job was at the Ponderosa, and I gave my first customers, as a waiter, great service at the age of 14. As a result, my first tip was $22. Back then, $22 was a lot of money. It's still a lot of money. But you know what? It was a seed. It was a seed of service. And as a result of me giving them great service, they gave me an excellent tip. He said, and this is what he said: what exactly does extra look like? All right? What does it look like from a mental standpoint, from a physical standpoint, from a financial standpoint? What does extra look like to you? Ponder on that for a minute. Number 5, pleasing personality. He says personality is the sum total of one's mental, spiritual, and physical traits. Wow, traits. You've heard the song by Kendrick Lamar, "Inside My DNA." What's inside your DNA? Is success inside your DNA? Is going the extra mile inside your DNA? What kind of purpose is inside your DNA? When you have a winning mindset inside your DNA, guess what? You can live out who you already are. If DNA is your trait, if success is your DNA trait, guess what? You shall grow up, think successfully, talk successfully, act successfully, and become a success. Because just like my book, I thought about success, I am success, you too shall be a success. So he says this right here: pleasing personality. All right, there are habits that distinguish them from all others. They stand out. All right, does your personality stand out, or do you just blend in? All right, if you're going to be a leader, you got to be willing to turn your back to the crowd and lead them. How can a leader turn his back, face the crowd, and lead them? You're walking back in the crowd. No, if you're going to be a leader, turn your back to the crowd and lead them forward. Everybody say, go forward. That's right, go forward. Number 6, personal initiative. And this talks about the power that inspires completion of that which begins. Initiative. Take initiative. Get started somewhere. Some of you saying, you know what? If I had $1 million, I'll do this. If I had a great start, if I had a mother and a father, if I had this, if I had that. Hey, if you're waiting on perfect conditions, you'll never do nothing. You have to get started, all right? It's the power that starts all action. Wow. Think about initiative. Think about ignition, your car. When your car is not moving till you turn it on. Start the ignition. You've heard in the races out there, start your ignitions, rum. And guess what? When everybody gets started, they're in the greatest position for success. Own thinking, the courage to action of your own, all right? Number 7, all right? We're talking about the 7 personal achievement traits according to Mr. Napoleon Hill. Number 7, positive mental attitude. I love that. PMA. What's your PMA? What's your positive mental attitude? 3 words. Positive. It's the opposite of negative. You got to be positive. In every situation, think you're positive. Mental, your mindset. Positive inside your mindset. Guess what? It affects your attitude. Think of a plane. You know my slogan, the eagle only lands just to take off. But you know what? If the plane has a good attitude, it's taking off. A plane with a bad attitude, it's going down. I love planes with good attitudes because I love to fly and keep on flying. Because like I always say, the eagle only lands just to take off. In a few minutes, I'll be taking off. He talks about success attracts more success. Failure attracts more failure. I believe that birds of a feather flock together. Eagles fly with eagles and chickens peck with chickens. Question is, who's in your circle? You've heard this before. If you're the smartest person in your group, it's time to get a new group. That's right. You don't need to be the smartest person. You need to be around smarter people so you can become a smarter person. 3 words again, positive mental attitude. Number 8, all right, in this list of 17, enthusiasm. That's right, enthusiasm. It comes from the Greek word to mean God indwelt. And he talks about enthusiasm. It's faith in action. It's the intense emotion of a burning desire. It comes from within, although it radiates outwardly. That's right. What you see on the outside is a reflection of what's on the inside. If you see success on the outside, success is on the inside. You know, Michael Jordan, you know, my frat brother, he had success on the inside before he was able to jump on the outside. All right? It comes from within. It comes from within, although it radiates outwardly, the expression of both a voice, what you speak, and your countenance, how you look. So when you speak something, if I say, you know what, I am success, and I look like I'm a failure, guess what? It don't match up. The two must meet. It must be agreement. Everybody say agreement. So if I say I am success, and I look successful, guess what? Through the law of energy, I draw success to me. So what you say, how you look, how you feel, attracts what's coming your way. Number 9, self-discipline. In order to control your needs, you must control your thoughts. Master your thinking. That's right, this is what Mr. Napoleon Hill says. The balance between the emotion of your heart and your mind and your thinking. 2 critical areas of success. Your mind, your heart. How you think, how you choose to believe. In your mind is how you think. In your heart is how you believe. You can think one way, but you can't believe another way. The two must be connected in the same body. Your head is not over here while your heart is over there. Your head is attached to your neck. Your heart is inside your body. And guess what? They're still a part of you. So your head and your mind must agree, and guess what? Your feet will go in the direction of what you see. Number 10, accurate thinking. It's the power of the most dangerous or the most beneficial power available to man, depending upon how you use it. Accurate thinking. You can think accurately from a positive side of the ledger or from the negative side of the ledger. But how you think, guess what? It can affect what you see and what you get. So accurate is to be correct, on point, precision, precise. When you are flying, you want your pilot to be as precise as possible to get you to that place called there. You don't want a pilot that don't know where it's going. You don't know a pilot where he took off from. Therefore, he may not have the same boarding pass you have, or the same, manifesto, so that agrees with your boarding pass. We got a problem. That's right. Houston, we got a problem. Number 11, controlled attention. Focus, controlled attention, all right, in any human endeavor, because it enables one to focus on the powers of his or her mind.